Good morning, subscribers. It's Monday, March 3rd. I am fully back in the saddle after a week of visiting some clients uh, in Europe and getting in some snowboarding and other things as well. So I hope everyone fared well. Last week, I know it's the going is getting a little bit trickier here. So let's have a look at what's going on. Of course, we do have the tensions in the Ukraine between Ukraine and Russia flaring up. We look at Europe this morning. Russia's getting absolutely destroyed. Those markets, and of course from the European markets that are more directly exposed into this are down as well. Although from a technical point of view, most things are still constructively positioned there. And that includes the DAX, that includes European banking indices, that includes Spain, Italy. Most things are still looking okay through the lens of at least a multi-week to multi-month time frame. Um, Closer at home for the S&P, it really is a little bit difficult to see how this market's going to completely fall apart here based on this. Of course, it's very early on in with these tensions, and there's a lot of G8 pressure on Russia and things like that. So it's early stages. Yes, it probably warrants to take a step back, maybe hedge a little bit. So I'm going to see what I can do here this morning as we open up the markets for the month of March, which is, by the way, another important thing to keep in mind. It's the first day of a month, so there is a decent chance we have a trending day today. Okay, that means a lower open or an open at X, right, and a continuing trend in whatever direction, up or down, and will close at the absolute highs or close at the absolute lows. That is a very distinct possibility on the first day of a new month. So in terms of the S&P. Yes, we broke to a new high on Friday. We closed off the highs because of the tensions in Europe I just talked about, and pretty much that's all I can tell you. If you look at the important sectors, look at the energy sector, which I suspect should get a bid here, or at least a partial bid, because the oil stocks are going to probably be rising on this tension. Energy stock sector looks great. Triple tops tend to be a myth. I suspect eventually this energy ETF will break higher. Excuse me. Industrial sector doesn't look a whole lot different. You can see sort of a double or triple top here. Again, there's probably support at the 50-day moving average, but nothing that really tells me this market is going to completely fall apart here. Now, again, this is political stuff, pretty serious stuff, which could get very serious very quickly. But for the time being, all else being equal, this needs to be monitored quickly. So I can't say I really feel like I'm going to start liquidating entire portfolio yet on the back of this. So that's that. In terms of, I sent over the weekend, I sent out a charts for Monday, high probability stocks to watch. Look at that blog post, if you will. A lot of stocks on there that I would like to watch this week. On Friday, I bought some Wells Fargo because the banks just continue to look better, show relative strength. Not all of them, right? So stocks like JP Morgan don't look as good, but look at Wells Fargo here, coming right into this resistance area, actually marginally breaking past it on Friday. That's pretty good. Now again, we need to see a little more follow through buying, but for right now. That's pretty good. Let's go through some of the rest of the stocks. Let's start off with Tesla. Again, I think I was pretty clear in this last week, and there's a very distinct reason why I didn't short the stock via stock directly, but I sold far out of the money calls with like many months left at the time 2 weeks ago. The stock rallied strongly. It came off a little bit on Friday, 3%, closing somewhere near the lows. The stock needs to give us some sort of mean reversion move. I don't know if it does that when it hits 280 or 300, but I really think this stock right now finds better mean reversion around the $200 $220 area. We'll see how it goes. Again, I'm short out of the money calls. I'm not short the stock, so those are different dynamics. I will massage this trade as it starts to make sense. I just don't see it yet. I would like it to move a little bit lower or consolidate up here, and then I'll start either selling more far out of the money calls, or I'll start turning this entire trade into sort of a more iron condor trade, or just a butterfly type of trade, where I sell out of the money puts or even put spreads. We'll see what happens. So stay tuned on me for those that are in this trade along with me. Also, in terms of the portfolio, long Goldman Sachs, I still think that makes sense, just like Wells Fargo. You can see we're still sort of basing here, trying to break above this 100 moving average. ABX, the gold miners, I suspect can have a great day today. Gold's up like 1.5 or 2% here as we open, but ABX, and again I'm showing this for the 100th time here with the past few weeks, is basically just consolidating this big breakout area. The transports look great on Friday. The Rider had another move day up day move, I should say. I think this continues to look great. Again, the entire premise for this trade was this monster candle here, and then of course the break past lateral resistance, working like a charm. Guild. This is the biotech stock in the healthcare sector, trending higher. It's getting a little bit to the point where I'm honestly not quite sure what to do with it. It's consolidating, but it's not consolidating in a very bullish mat. It's sort of a neutral area here, so I may look to cut this one this morning. We'll see what's going on. And then last but not least, Microsoft is still here, and Microsoft basically had a great move higher on Friday. I still think the stock here looks ripe to break past that $39 resistance area from December. And if you look at this in a multi-year period, you can see the stock is at a hugely crucial area. If it can break past 39, it really has room into the low to mid 40s. Hope this makes sense. Please look at the watch list for the stocks that I posted yesterday that I would like to watch today. There's a lot of stuff actually happening. I suspect that the Ukraine-Russia tension is going to certainly take over for most of the morning today, and so I'm not really itching to make too many trades, or if any trades at all. But if you got any questions, please hit me up and we can chat. Take care.